The Miami Hurricanes rolled the Duke Blue Devils by a score of 48-0 on Saturday, December 5, in Durham, North Carolina. The statistics are eye-popping. Miami's offense scored 6 times against the Devils. Compare that to the 17-point output in a 27-17 Duke in 2019. The Canes' defense allowed 3.9 yards per pass attempt and 1.7 yards per carry with an interception and 4 fumbles. This was a much cleaner game for Miami than, say, NC State or Virginia. The Canes had only 3 penalties for 45 yards, 1 turnover, and didn't look completely lost on offense or defense outside of the O's first 2 possessions. Once the rust got knocked off Rhett Lashlee's offense, the Canes were ready for a boat racing. What left me with some concern heading into a matchup, possibly, with UNC. Jose Borregales missed a field goal, Miami returners struggled with punts again, and the Canes were only 4 of 10 on third down. But in a 48-0 win, that's all nitpicking. The offenseRhett Lashlee isn't getting these results with N'Kosi Perry and Peyton Matocha. Not that we know more about Matocha than how he looks in a headset, but a 16 of 24 passing performance with 10.3 yards per attempt, 3 passing touchdowns, and 1 rushing TD for another 46 yards isn't something any quarterback since Stephen Morris would have or could have done. Above, King throws a dart to Brevin Jordan, who stumbles into the end zone. Perfect placement for the tight end with first-round NFL aspirations. The fact that King performed that well coming off of COVID and a long layoff shows you the maturity, leadership, and overall ability of the Canes QB. Let's all hope Mr. King stays for another season, because Tyler Van Dyke and Matocha haven't been allowed to showcase anything, and Perry doesn't have it. Above, the Duke LBs are terrible. The play side LB runs himself into the offensive line, and the backside LB never moves until it's too late. Below, an end zone look of the play. The Duke LB thought his best bet was to run shoulder first into Navaughn Donaldson. Below, Harris has great running form in open space, absolutely perfect. Harris is on the left and not in 100% intensity as he broke away from the Duke defense. But his form remains beautiful. On the right is a baseball player and D3 wide receiver that I coached on speed. My guy needs to get his right elbow in tighter to his body. On the ground, Cameron Harris and Don Chaney Jr. both had great nights. Harris ran for 96 yards, 6.4 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns. Chaney, a true freshman, ran for 62 yards, 6.9 yards per carry, and hauled in 4 catches for 81 receiving yards. Mike Harley caught only 2 passes, but they went for 105 yards and a touchdown. Tight end Brevin Jordan caught 4 balls for 75 yards and a score, and Dee Wiggins hauled in Miami's other passing TD. The offensive line allowed only 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 QB hurries.